Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels offense is on the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
He wants to throw. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The North Carolina offense offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they're able to get him on the ground. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
No, he just flat ran over it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, UNC!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The quick out. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but you're deep.
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Gets it to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the left side. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
The give on the inside. He breaks a tackle. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Touchdown, North Carolina. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the ground with the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They get him down after he makes a catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shelton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To throw, it's Murphy. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense in press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.